I really like riding my bike, and I had this Schmitty idea, right? What if I could get out, try something different, not ride the same routes, and at the same time simulate what the pros do? But I've only got an hour and a half to 2 hours every day. They ride 4 hour, 5 hour races. So I have to find a way to make this good for me. And I want to be outside while I'm doing it. I don't want to be inside on a trainer. And it gives me a chance to explore my city. So I call this the pro cycling model. And the pros, they ride something like this, the Giro Italia. All over Italy, they're riding for 21 days. It's 3 weeks of racing, 2 days off only. So what if I could simulate this? Now, each race has a map, and on that map, it details out where they're going to go, what is the different altitudes they're going to be at, right, and how difficult those climbs might be. So, for instance, this race, they're going to start off at Bel Air at 255 meters high, and they're going to race all the way to Torino, which is on the far right. And as they go, they're going to go over three hills that I want to simulate, three mountains. And so those three mountains are the ones that I'm going to look at. And I can take the information from this map and from other maps and detail out the route that they're going to do in my hometown. So first of all, let's look at this first climb, right? Berzano di San Pietro. We see that you climb up to 395 meters, but I don't really know where it starts, but I do know it's at 48.4 kilometers that they reach that height. So I go look up this climb, and there's actually a map that's provided to me that's more detailed. And on that map, I can see as I look at it that where the climb starts, it goes for 2.8 kilometers there along the bottom, and it's 153 meters in climbing. Therefore, if I take math and use an isosceles triangle, right, a squared, b squared, and then I can figure out what that slope is, it's 5.5%, I can actually go map this out. The challenge is, though, this is much longer distances than I want to do. And so what I did was applied the Schmitty scale, 1/6 the distance. And I got to that various ways. They're 3 times faster than me, and or twice as better, and I just figured it out. This would work, and it does. And so we can see that if I take 1/6 the difference, then the scale, that slope stays the same. I know that's complicated math for some people, but it's actually true. Now, one of the things I want to point out is everything you're going to see here is done in kilometers and meters. And that actually works out really well because as you can see on the bottom, it's 2.8 kilometers long on that top triangle. When we do it 1/6 the scale, it is 0.4 kilometers. Now, if I was doing 0.4 miles, it's very difficult to convert that into feet. I mean, you can do it. But look how easy it is. I know that that's 400 meters. And so it makes things much easier when you're trying to do math. And so we'll be using kilometers. Now, the Strava app is really helpful because you can go look and find climbs and see if they match up what you're looking for. And here's one I found. It's 460.46 kilometers or 460 meters. And it climbs 26 meters. And that's pretty much what I'm looking for. And I'm okay that it's a little bit longer. I'm not trying to get everything perfect. I try my best. And in fact, this climb has a little bit steeper gradient than the one they did. So I took this one. So we can map out an entire route that simulates the climbs that they do. So if you look where that first climb is, you can see where I'm climbing it in Beverly Hills, and you can see down below it, that's where their first climb is. Same with the second, same with the third. Is it perfect? No. Or am I downhills the same? No, because it's not about mimicking the races. Races depend on who's in the race. But at least I get really close to simulating what they're doing. So I painstakingly did this for each one of the 21 stages in the Giro. And here are the first 9 of them. You can see it's going all over the place throughout the LA area. And in fact, if you want to see, Strava gives you a map of everywhere I rode in those 3 weeks. That is 330 miles or 531 kilometers and 21,000, more than 21,000 feet of climbing. So it's pretty impressive where you can go. Now, this is what it looks like when they start off at the Giro d'Italia, fans all over the place. It's pretty impressive, right? And this is what I got. Now, those are my fans. That's what it looks like in the early morning. Enjoy this first day of my cycling in the Giro. Okay, we are starting stage one of the Giro Italia 2024. I am in what essentially is Beverly Hills, kind of Westwood right now. I'm going to go into Beverly Hills today. It's not the warmest of weather, but when you gear up, it's quite pleasant and nice. A little overcast today. It's probably about 58 degrees. It'll warm up to 63. I don't know if this is Cannon, Lomitas, Beverly, but as a cyclist, this never makes you feel good, even though you're incredibly safe because everyone can see you. Love that part of the ride. It's not a roundabout. That's what I love about it. And I love a roundabout. And look what we have. Interesting. For those of you that wonder, what does Chevy Chase? Is it road or lane? I actually don't know. What does that look like? Well, this is it. We're on it. Whoa. Right? Not very funny. Kind of like his talk show. Whoa. Sorry, I didn't say that. I take it back. All right, positive vibes. I just find cute little roads. They've not existed. Look at this. Oh, lovely.